welcome to another edition of Health Talk Show, coming to you from Full Time Buzz TV. We are live on Facebook, we are live on YouTube and Instagram. So, last week we started a talk on oral and dental health. We spoke about how or the steps to take in keeping a healthy teeth, like brushing twice daily, like flossing, like using mouthwash immediately after eating. So today, we're going to go a step further to look at proper oral health care for a child. What must you as a parent or a healthcare giver, what must you do to protect the teeth of your child? What must you do as an adult to make sure that the teeth of your child does not easily decay, or that your child keeps the teeth till the time that the Almighty gives to him or her? So, and then after that, we also look at what are the dental treatments, in case you are having any dental issue, you have a tooth decay, or you have any dental issue. What are the treatments available for you? So we have a power-packed show today. So why don't you call a friend to call a friend to call another friend to tune in to today's show, because sharing is caring. My name is Beatrice, and I'm glad you made it today. So we have our renowned dental personnel, Pastor Mrs. Jennifer Owusu Ansa. Hello, Mommy. Good afternoon or good morning to you.
Oh, good morning.
Good morning.
You're welcome to today's show.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay. So we'll just start quickly by looking at what is child oral health care.
Thank you.
When
we talk
about
oral health care, is how to look after a child's teeth, basically. Children, as soon as they are born, some of them actually bring tooth from the belly. Some of them start to have tooth in the belly. But whilst they are in the womb, their gums start to grow and the teeth grow inside the gum. So obviously, even if they don't come out with tooth, it will basically come from 0 to 6 months. So as soon as a child's tooth come out, we have to then start brushing as soon as it starts coming out. Because years ago, where I come from, we never used to brush them as soon as it comes out. And if the child consumption of sugar is too much, by the time they are maybe 2 or 3, all their teeth will be gone by then. They will be destroyed by decay. So in the UK, the guidelines for children, or the guidelines for looking after children teeth, is as soon as the teeth come out, whether they bring it as when they were born or they have it at around 6 months, you start brushing them. Even though it's going to be difficult, you use children's toothpaste with children's toothbrush. We've got from 0 to 6 years toothpaste, or 0, some of them it goes down like 0 to 1 year. So you just go and buy the years for that baby, and then you start brushing with a baby toothbrush. Normally the baby toothbrush are really soft. So you brush their teeth twice a day, and after brushing, you try not to give the child nothing at all, because if you give the child anything after brushing, it's like you haven't brushed at all. So the last thing before the child sleeps, you brush before they sleep. I know it's gonna be difficult in babies, but you try your best as a parent, because we have the responsibility to look after our children's teeth. So then children must be looked after, as I said, twice a day, 0 to 7 years. They've got baby tooth when they come in. From 0 to 5 years, normally they have baby tooth, which is 20 teeth. They are very white. They are very white. So that have to be looked after very well. Some parents get it wrong. They go, their baby tooth, they are basically going to lose it later. So I won't brush them because they're going to lose them. But what goes on, keep on. And if the diet, when the child comes out from your belly, they don't know sweets, they don't know anything. So we introduce them to everything that is bad. They don't know, their tongue doesn't know taste at all. So we introduce them to all the things that they get to know later on. So please try to control their diet as soon as they are born. Try to control their diet so that they won't become let's say they won't get addicted to fizzy drinks, to sweets and everything, because sugar can be very addictive, and we can get addicted to sugar so easily. So please try not to introduce too much sugar to your children. So brushing twice a day for children, and also their diets have to be controlled by parents. And also they need help with brushing till they are 7 years. Till they are 7 years, we have to brush for them. It have to be a parent supervision, even though sometimes it's difficult. They brush and you also have a go and brush as well. So both of you do it together until they are 7 years. Then you can still watch them until you know they are doing it better. With children's tooth, it's not too much of flux. It's not as important as in the adult tooth. But with the children's tooth, it have to still be twice a day, and not necessarily mouthwash for children, because with the kids, you can buy children's mouthwash as well, but it's not as important as adults. But you can still do it. And also after brushing, try during brushing not to allow them to swallow much of the toothpaste, because there is a specific amount of sodium fluoride that we want them to have. And if they have too much of it, they can have a condition called fluorosis, which make the teeth, you have the normal tooth color and something white circles around the tooth. So you don't want the child to have fluorosis in their tooth. That means too much fluoride. So you don't want them to be swallowing fluoride as they brush. But also, with kids, after brushing, you can just leave their teeth so that they won't rinse. Do you want to leave the fluoride on their tooth to protect the enamel? So you allow them to leave their toothpaste on after brushing if they can, especially the night time, and during the morning one as well if the child can, so that the fluoride can protect their teeth. So brushing twice a day for them, their diet, and also when they brush, leave the toothpaste on. Do not allow them to rinse, and help them with their brushing till about 7 years. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Romy. But I had some questions to ask as you were talking about children not allowing them to swallow the toothpaste. Some of them, as you're brushing, they're already eating it. Some even before you start brushing, they're already eating the toothpaste. So what should a parent do in such a situation?
Thank you. With us, we can only talk to them. And with time, they might listen to us. So you just tell them not to, because it's not good for them. I know with time they listen, because they eat it, as you say. So it's very good for you to have a toothpaste for their age. A toothpaste for their age. And also, when you brushing their teeth, you brush their teeth as well as the gum. Thank you.
Okay, but the issue also is that children, they have soft gum. So in order to avoid maybe gum bleeding.
Yeah, you never avoid gum bleeding. Because when the gum bleeds, it means the gum is not happy.
Yeah.
It's not the brush that's going to make the gum bleed. But as long you continue to avoid the gum, then the gum will get swollen, and then it will start bleeding. When it bleeds, it means the gum is not happy. It means the gum is not healthy. So you just do it gently. You don't do it hard. And when you brush, it has to be circle. It shouldn't be horizontally. It has to be circle. So you go circle gently around the teeth, as well as the gum.
So what causes tooth decay in children? What causes tooth decay?
Okay. So with the tooth decay, as I said, you can see a child, and even the outer part of the teeth has changed color already. It is sugar. Because excuse me, as I explained last week, when sugar gets into the mouth, and the good bacteria in the mouth come together with the sugar, they start doing something called reminization. So this reminization causes tooth decay because the bacteria come in contact with the sugar, and they do the reminization, and they turn into acid. So the acid destroys the tooth, and it becomes tooth decay. So it starts to change color. And with children, it does very easily because the baby tooth, as I said, the 20 baby tooth that comes is very fragile because they don't even have the roots because they are temporary. They have it till about 5 years, they start coming out. So with the kids, their baby tooth are not as strong, so they have it very easily. So we have to control their sugar intake, which we can find in various food. When you buy something for your child, please check the sugar content. Please check how much sugar that is in that particular thing, because sometimes some of the kids' drinks, they have as much as 16 spoons of sugar. You will not put 16 spoons of sugar in your tea, even as an adult. So please check the content of sugar at the back of orange juices and everything. When I started checking, I myself stopped drinking juice. I used to love orange juice, apple juice, and even pineapple juice. Now I do it natural instead of buying the juices, because realizing you're going to have 6 teaspoons of sugar in something is very dangerous for your health and as well as your teeth. So please check at the back the things that your children. I think in the future we will get drinks, and then we will show how much sugar that is in it, because when you know what you are buying, you will reconsider what you want to give to your child, because it's good to have natural sugar as in fruits than having the juices and fizzy. Thank you.
So in effect, as a parent or as a caregiver, we must be mindful of the things, especially the juices that our children take in. But in this situation where at least now the children are at home, but when school reopens, they are to go to school with these cookies or drinks. Daily they go with some juices. So in this situation, what do you advise parents to do?
Okay, thank you, sis. What I advise parents to do is to even start with. We introduce things to babies, and they grow up to know them. So introducing them to begin with, we have to be careful the things we introduce to them. And also, if it's just one drink per day, then it's fine. When they go to school and you give them one with their meal together, it's fine. But it shouldn't be every day. You let them know that they have to have water as well. Because as we said, water is the best drink for anyone. So you introduce them, you say you let them know, you can only explain to them that this is not good for your health. Try and drink as much water as you can. And then I know with time they may understand. Thank you.
Move to the consequences of tooth decay. If for example, a parent was careless or something, and somehow the child has developed tooth decay, what are the consequences, or how does it affect the health of the child?
Okay, thank you. So with the tooth decay in children, what we have to know is when the baby tooth is in the mouth, the adult teeth is behind it, is right behind it. And it's the adult teeth that push the baby tooth out. It pushes it out, and then so when the tooth get destroyed, and some of them it get destroyed easily that it go inside the root, and it can start destroying the adult one as well. So when in an event that it happens, please go to the dentist as soon as possible, because with children, it can destroy the adult tooth as well. And it can go to the next tooth easily. So the baby can have a destroyed mouth very easily, and it can, that pattern will go into the adult tooth. So we have to, if it happens, we have to go to the dentist as soon as possible. And also, I forgot to chip in that children should have 2 dental visits in a year. Don't say it's a baby tooth is gonna come out. Please take the child to a dentist at least twice a year. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, but I think this last one, most parents are at fault, or we are guilty of that one, especially from where we come from. We normally don't care about, oh, it's just a child, why should I take it to the dentist? But the another issue that I want to bring up now is, back home in Africa, we all know that means your teeth will fall as you age. So they believe that even if there is a decay in that early tooth, it will go off and then the new one will come without an issue. Is this true?
It's not. It's never true, because that pattern can go to the adult tooth as well. So looking after the baby tooth is very important. It's very important because the same pattern will go into the adult tooth. So please don't ignore their teeth. Don't ignore them. They are very important. And whatever we do now to our kids is something that is gonna go on to their future. It's gonna enter into their future, because this baby tooth will fall out gradually one by one, and the adult tooth will be replacing them one by one. And the adult tooth have to be in their mouth in their lifetime. So if you destroy their baby tooth, it will go on to destroy their adult tooth, and they're gonna blame you, the parent, for it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So with that, I want to know, does allergies affect dental health? Allergies.
Allergies. Not necessarily, because when a patient comes to the surgery, we obviously ask them of any allergy because of the product we use on them. But allergies, it depends upon what the person is allergic to, because a lot of people are allergic to, let's say, the gloves we wear, the latest gloves, they be allergic to it, and you can't even touch them with that particular thing they are allergic to. But at the end of the day, specifically allergic reaction or allergic something going to hurt a patient's dental health care is not really found, but it depends what type of allergy as well. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So viewers and listeners, I want to welcome you all for joining us, and Please do well to send in your comments, your questions, and your contributions, and it will all be read online, or it will be read live for you. Before we move to the next segment on me about the procedures or what are the measures to take if you have a tooth decay, I would like to read some of the comments on child oral care so that you can help us with the answers. Thank you all for joining. Thank you, Ohiniba Rose Ejay. Thank you, Sister Ekwejewa. Thank you, Evangeline Anta Samuel. Thank you, Brother Samuel Karuguru. Thank you, Brother Ola Eko Gregory. Thank you all for joining. Thank you very much. This brother is saying, please do something about the echo. Okay, thank you very much. We will work towards rectifying it. And then this one says, what is the cost of child dental care? Almighty Samdan. He said, what is the cost of child dental care?
What is the cost? In the UK is free. In the UK from 0 to 18 is free. And 18 and in full-time education is also free. So they get it free till they are about 19 in the UK. So please don't stay home. If you live in the UK, bring your children to the dentist. Thank you so much, Almighty, for asking this question, because I remember someone that I used to go to church with. I told the person to bring their children to the dentist, and this man has had children, and their children were growing up, and they never visited the dentist. And he said, thank you so much. I never knew that dental health care for children are free in the UK. So in the UK, they are free, so they are about 19. So please, if you live in the UK, bring your children to the dentist twice a year. It's free. Thank you so much.
Very much, Brother Almighty Sam. But what about Ghana or Africa? Is it also free?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. But I think with Ghana, the person have to check with the government hospitals, because the government hospitals, they've got dentists as well. So everything you have to investigate. If you don't ask, you won't know. So people should just investigate it and then try to give the best care for their children. Thank you
very much. Thank you. So with that, we go ahead to look at what are some of the treatments or common procedures for dental care.
Okay, thank you so much. That we've got few of them. That first is filling. That we will clean out the tooth and then we fill it. So as soon as you think you've got tooth decay, don't stay at home. If you come early, we will take x-rays. We will first do checkup. We will check your teeth as well as your gums. And when we finish checking it up, we will clean the tooth out and then we will fill it for you. So you won't have to remove the tooth. Also, if it's gone too deep, that is so difficult to fill, then we will do a procedure called root canal treatment. With the root canal treatment, we go inside the tooth as well as the roots of the tooth, and we will go and remove every bacteria. Then we disinfect the tooth. We make sure we disinfect the canals of the tooth, remove every bacteria, then we fill it. We fill the roots and we fill the teeth. And then we put something on that is called a crown. A crown that you put the crown on to cover the tooth so that it will not break, because after that root canal treatment, the tooth become fragile. So you need to protect the tooth. And also, thirdly, we've got something called dentures, which we have for our old moms and dads. But surprisingly, these days, young people are having dentures because we don't look after our teeth properly. Middle class age women and men, most of them have got dentures. You'll be surprised if someone come to the surgery and they remove their upper denture and lower denture and they've got no teeth, you'll be really surprised. But there are so many people wearing dentures now, which years ago used to be for old people. So we've got that as well. And also there is something called an implant, which is closer to a tooth. It's very close, you cannot tell because you screw it in and you put the crown on top, which is to replace a missing tooth. Is to replace a missing tooth. So these are some of the treatments that we give to people. So if you lose your tooth for whatever cost, it can be replaced. It can be replaced. It can be replaced. So we shouldn't worry if an accident happened or if something happened and you lose your tooth. It can definitely be replaced. And we have something as well, which is called a bridge. That bridge is also used to replace a tooth. It can be used to replace one, two, or three or more tooth. The bridge as well is also close to the implant, but it's not as close. The implants are done by specialists. So you come to the general dentist, we will refer you to a specialist who will examine you and see if you are suitable for the implants. So these are few of the treatments that we do in surgery. Thank you.
Thank you very much, madam. So I want to know, this treatment, is it like based on a situation, or how do I want to know if, for example, you want any treatment, is it based on you to decide, or is based on the effect of the decay in your teeth?
Okay. When someone comes, we actually we examine the person, we take x-rays, and we do something called treatment plan. So with the treatment plan, it's going to be an agreement with what is going on in your mouth and as well as your patient choice, because you are the owner of the mouth. So you get to choose which of the things you want. And also it's financial as well, because some of them are more expensive and some of them are cheap. So you get to decide which side you want to go. So in the end, the patient have the final say of everything that will go on. But the dentist have to explain to you your choices in the treatment plan, that you've got all these choices. So make your choice how you want to replace or what treatment that you want to go for. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. So my question also is, these treatments, do they avoid you getting another tooth decay, or they are just treatments for the particular tooth, means that the other teeth are also liable for decay?
Thank you so much. Yeah, the treatment, they are for the particular tooth. After you have the treatment, you have to still look after your teeth, the rest of them, or you're gonna be in trouble again. Because after having a crown, you have to treat the crown as your natural tooth. If you don't look after it, you can have decay under the crown. After having an implant, you have to look after it even more, even better, because we've got a special floss for implant, which is called super floss, that you have to use to floss it, not to allow any food debris to go inside or inside the implant to destroy it. So with that, you still have to work hard. You still have to do it. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, mommy. Thank you. So I was what do you call it? I had a friend who had this feeling. She had a feeling in the teeth, but I think after 5 years later, the feeling all came off, and then it's like the pain that she went through was even more than the previously when she didn't have feeling. What do you say about that? Is it that they did not do it well, or she didn't take care of it, or what?
Yeah, they did it well. They did it well, because if they don't do it well, it won't last you for 5 years. They did it well, but it wasn't looked after properly. So if they look after it properly, then it will help out. It will help to have it for long. As we said last week, nothing is permanent if you don't look after it properly. In healthcare, nothing is permanent. Some filling last up to 5 years, and some last for 10 years, some even last more years, but you have to look after it. So it depends on the patient care. That means the filling is going to be there for a long time or not. So in that particular case that you said, it might be there is another decay that developed under the filling. So that decay pushed the filling out, and then it has now become a thing that the decay has gone into the roots. So your friend, if the friend was in pain, that means this time around the only filling will not solve the problem, but the patient is gonna need a root canal treatment, which they have to clean the tooth as well as the roots and fill it all again for her. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. So let me just read some of our comments. Brother Ola said, we have the same spirit. Says, thanks. The question, that's the question I wanted to ask. Okay. Thank you very much for following and staying tuned. Brother Almighty Sam said, thanks, our tax system is working. Yes, so we have a good system there in UK. We pray that in Africa also we'll get same system to help us. Then this one says root canal treatment is like exegesis of the gum. Please, do you have anything to say about this one? The root canal treatment.
It's not about the gum. With root canal, we're gonna talk about gums if later on we have time. Root canal treatment is not about gums at all. It's about the tooth, which we go inside the tooth, clean the whole tooth as well as the roots of the tooth, remove every debris, every bacteria out. Then we disinfect it with anti-disinfectants to clean everything, remove everything, and then we fill it. So with root canal, it hasn't got anything to do with the gums. Thank you so much.
This root canal, does it mean that that teeth will not develop any problem again, any decay in the future?
Thank you. But when the person have root canal, that means we have removed everything. So in the future, it doesn't last a lifetime. Some of them, as we said, it depends on the patient, how the patient will look after the tooth. It might last for, let's say, 20 years or maybe more. But it's not the end of it. You still have to look after your teeth, because afterwards we normally put a filling in and then crown it. We're going to cover the tooth, but it becomes dead tooth. That is the simple word that we can use it for, because you have no pulp, as we learned last week in the tooth again. You have no let's say the next part, the dentine has been removed. So all you have is a little bit of the enamel and the crown covering it. So it becomes a dead tooth. So that tooth will not give you pain again. Let's say that, because it's dead. So it cannot give you any trouble. Thank you.
Sister Grace Antiedu, she said, doesn't implants have any adverse effects on your health? I guess it's a form of plastic surgery. Does it have any effect on the health? Implants?
No. Implant hasn't got any effect on your health. It's not plastic surgery. It's just replacing of the tooth. So it hasn't got any effect on your health. But when you go, they assess you. Make sure your gums are good. Make sure that you qualify for it. Implants are only done by specialists. So they make sure you qualify and your gums are good and your health are in good place to have it done. They don't just do it, they will assess first. Thank you.
So it means that implant is not for everybody. They have to assess you first.
Yes, please.
this one, Oparikwe. Thank you very much, Brother Opari, for joining. He said, "Good morning. In fact, this show is very interesting. Keep it up." Thank you very much for joining also. Now, I move on to the next question, Mommy. I wanted to know what is the cost, or which one is cost effective for anyone who is listening and wants to take any common procedure. What will you advise, or which one will be best for the person?
Okay, thank you. With the costs, I would say the cheapest that you can go for replacing a tooth is dentures. That is the cheapest, basically, and the filling as well is another cheap one that you can go for. They just remove the decay out and then they put the filling in, which is over here in the UK is cheap, and around the world it won't be that expensive. So it's one of the cheapest also that you can go for. And also with the crowns and the bridges are not too expensive as the implants. The implant is the highest because in the UK, one implant costs between 1,500 to 2,000 pounds. So the implants are really expensive. So please look after your own teeth and keep it to your lifetime, because I've only got one filling, and I knew what I did to have that filling, because after my youngest child, I think, oh, let me have this Diet Coke and I knew what I
I knew
did.
what I did.
So please,
So
let's look
please,
after
let's look
our
after
teeth
our kids
to have it
to
in
have
our
it in our
lifetime.
lifetime.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. So the cheapest from dentures to filling, and then the highest is implants.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So my brother Ola said, "I have swellings on my gums most often. I'm even having it now. What is the cause? What is the cause, ma'am?" She's not a nurse, she's a dentist, please. So he's asking, he's having swellings on the gum, and what is the cause of it?
Oh, okay. Um, with the gums that I said I wanted to talk about it a bit today. Is when you have a swollen gum, it means the gum is not happy. It means your gums is not happy. Brother Ola, please try floxing. Try floxing every day. And when you brush, you have to brush your teeth as well as the gum very gently. You go around it in circles. You go around it in circles everywhere, top and bottom, inside and outside the gums. And also floss or use interdental brushes. Use floxing. In the UK, there is this type that you can use. You use it to go around your teeth, go inside the around everywhere, and clean inside of in between your teeth. So it will make your gums healthy as well as the teeth. And when the gum are red, it means they are not happy. It means they are bacteria. It means they are bacteria. If I could ask Brother Ola, do you brush twice a day? Do you clean in between your teeth? And also, do you use a mouthwash after eating? How is your dental care is like? Because if you do all those things and you still have swelling, then you have to see a dentist. Sometimes we have to investigate further. It might be a particular bacteria causing that problems, and then there is special mouthwash we can prescribe for you, or even send you to a specialist to have investigation done on that particular case. It depends cases upon cases, but you have to do your own part. If you've done your own part and you're still having them, please visit a dentist for them to investigate better. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So, Brother Ola, that's one for you. Make sure you brush twice daily, floss also in between your teeth, and then make sure you use mouthwash after eating. And if you've done all this and you still have the problem persisting, then you must see a dentist so that they would investigate further. Thank you very much, Brother Ola. He said, my gum swells and bleeds. In my front gum, that's where I have this disorder. So he's now specified. He said it's specific in the front gum. Brother Opariko, he said, Beatrice, I like your costume. Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you. Almighty Sam said, $2K times 32. Look after your white. What does that mean? He said $2,000 times 32. He said, look after your white. Okay. Brother Ola said there is echo. Please, my producer, please help me to deal with the echo. Sister Grace said, what are some of the conditions that prevent patients from getting implants? What are some of the conditions that prevent patients from getting the implants?
Okay, thank you so much. The condition that can prevent a patient from getting an implant is gum problems, because the implant is screwed in the gum as well as the bone. So if your gums are not good, you won't be able to have the implant done. So the implantologist will investigate your mouth and take x-rays and make sure your gums are in good position to take the implant, or the gum is going to reject it and you're going to waste your money. So they have to make sure that your gum and the bone are in good position to take it. If we have time, we're going to talk more about gum and gum diseases and bone diseases. Thank you so much.
Much for me. This one said, please, what about if there is holes in your teeth? The last one, what will you do? He means if you have holes in the last teeth, what will you do?
If you have holes in the last teeth, please go to the dentist, because they have to clean that hole out and then fill it for you. It's very easy to do. So please, if you have holes in your teeth, please go to the dentist and they will rectify it. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Brother Ola, again, he said, yes, I brush twice a day, but I hardly use the mouthwash, and even not in the correct order. Per last week's study, I will follow exactly and have a good set of teeth. Yes, so yes, I advise that you do that. Make sure you get a mouthwash, and please use it immediately after eating, not after brushing. Thank you. I think we have about 10 minutes. If you can quickly tell us about the gum, because you wanted to tell about the gum.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much. With the gums, we've got basic thing that we say. We call it gum disease. When the gum is bleeding, we call it gum disease, which is called in dentistry gingivitis. That is the first stage of gum disease. And when it's not looked after properly, it will go to the second stage, which is called periodontitis, which is bone disease. So when you get to the bone disease, this time the gum will shrunk and your teeth will start falling out. So we don't want to get to that stage. That first of all, your gums will start bleeding, and if you don't look after it and you continue to have not brushing properly, flossing, then it will generate to bone disease and to the periodontitis, and then you lose your teeth. So please, the way to go forward, or the way to protect your gum and prevent the gum and the bone disease, when you have the first stage, which is gingivitis, or the basic term, the gum disease, continue flossing in between and visit a dentist. We've got treatments that we can do. We have our own machines which we use to clean your teeth as well as the gum. We go deep inside the gum and we remove every bacteria from the gums so that you have a clean teeth and a clean gum. so that it won't generate to the bone disease, which is the periodontitis. And if you get there, your teeth will come wobbly all of a sudden, and you start losing your teeth because your gums will be giving up on you. Your gums will give up and your teeth will be wobbly and they will start coming out by itself. So please look after your gums as well as your teeth, so the gums won't get to that point that they will generate from basic gum disease to bone disease that will make you lose your teeth. Thank you so much.
Gum issue. So with this gum bleeding or gum swelling, at what point should a person or a patient see the dentist? I mean, for example, with our brother or last issue, should he continue staying at home and doing like brushing twice daily, flossing and using mouthwash, or should he immediately see the dentist? At what point should he see the dentist?
Thank you. Obviously, you have to try and see the dentist twice in a year. So in between, if you have any problem and it is causing pain, then see the dentist immediately if you can. If not, do all the basic things. And if it's not working, then you have to, then you know it's time because you have done your part. And if it's not working, then you need a professional help. Then you have done yours. Now it's time for a professional help to come in. So please, if you've done your part and it's still not working, you have to go to the dentist. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. But Ola said, hey, gingivitis, wow. This one said, assemble pure tourism. Okay. So what's your final advice to our listeners and our viewers in terms of oral health care for our kids and then our own oral health care as adults? What's your final advice?
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
My final advice that we have been saying again and again, that please brush twice a day. Brush your gums as well as your teeth. Let the brush go in circles. With the electric toothbrush, it automatically go in circles. But with the manual, you yourself have to let it go in circles and go around and brush each individual teeth. You have to have time for the teeth, and you brush them well as well as the gum and the tongue. And then you floss in between each and every tooth as well. And you use the mouthwash separate time from brushing. And as we said, meal time, immediately after eating, you use a mouthwash to wash your mouth out. Also, if you have gum disease and you live in the UK, there is a mouthwash called Cosodol that you can use for 2 weeks for the gums. It's called Cosodol. You can use for 2 weeks. It's basically make for the gums. So you can use that. I don't know whether you can have it in the rest of the world, but it's called Cosodol. You can use it for gums. And as I said last week, the basic thing that we have at home is warm salt water. You can use that as well, Brother Ola, for your swollen gums. It might help to an extent. So you can try that as well. Salty mouthwash, you put a warm water, not too hot, in a bit of salt, and then you rinse it. You can do it as much as you can. That will not harm you. And also with the kids, help them with their brushing and watch them. Continue to give them good diet, everything in a moderation, even with fruit, not too much. Don't go into citrus too much because too much of everything is bad for you. And juices and everything in a moderation, we will say. And we say just keep them in meal time. If you're going to have a fizzy drink or you're going to have any juices, keep them with your meal. Don't sip on it all day. You have it with your meal. Okay. And also, I think look after yourself. Try to visit the dentist at least twice in a year. Visit the dentist regularly, and when you go, ask questions. When you go, tell them your problems. Let them know, feel free, and let them know what is going on with you, and also so that they will be able to give you a professional help, because sometimes you've done your best, you need a professional help. When you go, you have to speak out. You shouldn't keep your things to yourself. When you are there, just let them know the problems you are facing, and I know hopefully they'll be able to help you. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Sister Florence MMG, for joining us. Thank you, Sister Ekejewa, once again. He said, please, let's look after our teeth well. Thank you very much. Thank you. He said, God bless you all, sisters. God bless you, Sister Ekejewa, also. And Brother Ola said, okay, ma, we'll do that. Thank you very much. So, for me, in fact, as we were talking, one question dropped into my mind, because I want to know what is the best care for dentures? Because we spoke about dentures along the line.
Okay. The dentures as well, you shouldn't keep them in your mouth at all times. You have to remove them in the evening time. And if possible, even after every food eating, you take it out and then you rinse your mouth and then you wash the denture, because food go under it as you eat. There will be food going under it. So after eating, if you have dentures, after eating, take them out, rinse your mouth out and wash the dentures, so that you won't have any food debris going together with your bacteria to cause any tooth problems. So also at night time, you have to remove them entirely, because the denture has got this plastic side or metal side, depending upon the type that you go for, and it's going to rest on your gum. So in the night, whilst you are sleeping, remove your dentures and put them in a cup, and whatever that is convenient for you. There are special kits for it that you can buy, that you put them in. And also there is a solution that you can buy, that you put the dentures in overnight. You put the dentures in overnight and you brush it in the morning. Then dentures have to be looked after as your own tooth. When you have any artificial tooth done, you have to look after them as your own tooth. And with the denture, you soak them into this disinfectant at night, overnight, and in the morning, you take them out, you brush them, you wash them before you put them in your mouth. Thank you.
Wow. So it means that if you don't remove them in the night, what will happen?
Oh, you're gonna have a serious fungal problem. The gums, you're gonna have something that we call fungal disease. That your gum, the bacteria, when you don't remove them, the food debris will stay in your gum, and they will stay in your gum and they will start causing problems in the gum. And also, your mouth need a rest from this artificial gum thing, because with the dentures, they've got types. We've got metal type and we've got plastic type. So if it's metal, the metal will be sitting in your mouth. So it will make the mouth sore. The fungal will work and it will make your mouth sore. It will make your mouth sore, and you have to start to remove it, because your mouth will be sore and you'll get to a point you yourself, you won't be able to take it anymore. So you won't like to keep it in your mouth. And also, if you got to that problem, the salty mouth rinses helps as well. So you remove it and you start doing the salty mouth rinses. It will help with the fungal disease, but you have to see a dentist as well. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So the last question on this dentures, is it necessary that you have to put it in a solution, or just ordinary water is okay?
With the solution, it don't have to be every night, but it's good because it's antibacterial solution. It's antibacterial solution, so it will disinfect it. It will make it clean to prevent this fungal disease from happening. So you don't have to do it every day, but it's good to have it as well. And you do it once a while, let's say once a week or twice a week, as many times. It depends on how you want your personal hygiene to be done, but it's good to have it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So thank you very much, Pastor Mrs. Jennifer Owusu-Ansah. We're very glad to have you these 2 weeks talking to us about how best to take care of our health, especially in terms of our teeth. Thank you very much for this advice and talks that you have given us. Please, before we run up, do you have any shout outs or any greetings to any family or friend?
Oh, thank you so much, Sister Beatrice, for having me. I would like to thank the Almighty God who made today possible. And also, I would like to thank all our viewers who tune in. There has been a lot of reaction after last week. A lot of people have been blessed with it. So thank you so much for hosting this program. A lot of people have been blessed and they've been talking about it. So God bless you for the work that you are doing. And also, I want to thank, there are so many, I can't mention all. So please, I want to thank one of my pastor friend, Pastor David, who is in Nigeria. I want to thank Almighty Sam Dankwa, who joined us today. God bless you so much, my co-hosts. I want to thank Freedom Prayer House members. I want to thank my husband as well, who has been a backbone in all my ministry and our work and everything. I want to thank Sister Ikuya Jewa. Also, I want to thank my friend, Sister Emilia, Cynthia. I want to thank you all. I really appreciate you all for your love and support. Thank you so much for having me, and God bless you all. Shalom. God bless you.
And God bless you too. Thank you very much. Thank you. We are so grateful that you made time to join us. Thank you to all our viewers. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your contributions and your questions. We are so glad and grateful that you joined us. And I hope and I believe also that you have learned a lot. And from today, most of the bad oral health practices that you used to do, you will not do it again. I believe that from today, you will start taking very good care of your teeth so that it will not end up going for implants or any other thing, but you keep healthy gum and healthy teeth till the Almighty God calls us. So I thank you all for joining us. The show has been Health Talk Show. My name is Beatrice Apia Achem, and you can like, share, and comment on our programs, all our programs, not only Health Talk, all our programs. We are always live on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram. You can even get us on Twitter. So please don't forget to like, share, comment, and then tell your friends also to tune in anytime we have a program. Thank you very much once again. I'm out. See you same time next week. Bye-bye.